and I have proved in my previous videos that Zakir Naik is a liar and he misinterprets Vedas wrongly. He does not know any ABCD of Vedas. He does not have any knowledge of Sanskrit.
Okay, fine. I agree that the plant can feel pain, but it has got 2 or 3 senses less. Therefore, killing a plant is a lesser sin as compared to killing an animal which has got 5 senses. For sake of argument, I agree that plants have got 2 senses less as compared to the animal. I am asking you a question. That suppose your brother, God forbid, if he is born deaf and dumb, and when he grows up, someone comes and kills him. So will you go and tell the judge, me Lord, give the murderer less punishment because my brother, he was deaf and dumb? Will you say that? You will tell the judge, give him a bigger punishment. My brother was masoom. He could not hear, he could not speak. So in Islam, it does not work like that. 2 senses more, 2 senses less.
Before answering to Zakir Naik's this point, or clarifying, not to answer to him, but to clarify this point, because some of you would have this kind of doubts. In fact, many of you. I have got similar questions from Hindu brothers and many questions from Islam brothers on this point mentioned by Zakir Naik. I would like to clarify in this short video. Before that, I would like you to understand the purpose of human birth and the use of the human body. Human body is not like the other bodies in the sense other animal bodies. The purpose of animal bodies, they can do only 4 activities. They can sleep, they can eat, they can multiply their generations, and they fear death. These are the only 4 activities an animal can do. Whereas the human body has a 5th activity, which is going in the path of righteousness to realize Almighty God, to enjoy mukti, to be ever blissful. This is the purpose of human life. God gave the human life only for this purpose. So with this context in mind, we have to understand who is that God and what is his path. I have made several videos. I would request you to go through those videos. I will give in description. I have proved 2-3 things, fundamental things. Number 1, God is formless. God does not send messengers. God does not send books from time to time through various messengers. Because God does not need a messenger to convey his message, and God's knowledge is always constant and does not change over the period of time. So God gives the knowledge of Vedas at once, and the same knowledge is eternally valid. Whenever the universe creation happens, God gives the same knowledge to all the human beings again and again. That is the Vedic knowledge. So now coming to the question of Zakir Naik, plants has 2 senses less than animals, so killing a plant is more sinful than killing an animal. And if you kill a deaf and dumb person, will you go to court and tell to judge, don't give more punishment because my brother is deaf and dumb, you have to give less punishment to the killer? So this is the kind of logic he is giving, and people are amazed by his kind of arguments. People will be amazed by his arguments because there is limited knowledge available with people, because most of the people are interested to find justification to eat non-vegetarian food instead of understanding the purpose of human body and understanding why we should not eat non-vegetarian food. Okay, on the question of plants, eating vegetarian food, killing of plants. First, let's take an example of eating fruits and vegetables. For eating fruits and vegetables, you normally do not cut the plant or the tree, because the fruit, if you take the fruit out of the tree survives, the tree gives more fruits. If you do not take the fruit or the respective vegetable from those trees or plants, it will anyway fall down to the earth and it will decay. So nature, this is natural process. That is why God says that you eat vegetarian food and you will live long, plus you will sustain the nature. Number 2, when it comes to the crops like wheat crop, rice crop, or some timely crops which we sow the seed and then take the harvest, in this case the crops has got life in it. Science has proved that today, but Veda says from time immemorial that there is life in the plants and crops. But the only difference is when the crops gets ripened, the soul inside the crop will go from the crops. That is why if you don't cut the crops on time, the crops will also decay automatically. They have got a limited lifespan. Let's say 6 months. After 6 months, if you don't do the cutting and then take the crops outside from the field, it will anyway decay. This also proves that there is no soul inside it. That means you are not killing anything. The same is applicable for green leafy vegetables like spinach, etc. So you are actually not killing anything, and you are helping the nature to sustain it, and again the plant can give fruits, and even again this rice and other crops can be grown. This is a very simple logic to understand, and we are not killing a plant. And plant has 2 senses less, so it is more sinful to kill an animal, kill a plant rather than animal. Zakir Naik says it's a foolish point. And one more thing is, if you go to a butcher house, if you go to a place where goat is being cut, or let's say chicken is getting cut, you will see suffocation. You will see the cry of the bird or that animal, and that animal probably is begging for its life and it's trying to escape from the blade of the butcher. This you would have seen in YouTube videos, or if you had walked in the streets, there are many mutton shops you would have seen nearby. And if you take a fish from the sea or the river, it suffocates to death, and this is called as hinsa. And the first principle of Almighty God is ahimsa, because God says without following the principle of ahimsa, you can never worship Almighty God, the main purpose of your human body. So we are defeating the purpose of human body by consuming non-vegetarian food. And one more point, Naik very cleverly puts it. Meat is a full protein. It has a lot of proteins and other things, so it is useful for human body. Many of our, in fact all the ancestors who lived below 5,000 years back, and even today also, even many of my known people, my relatives, they have lived, or they are even living up to more than 100 years. There are some of my relatives who are 100 plus, walking and very good, all along the life eating only vegetarian food. So it is not necessary that you need to consume meat to live long life. In fact, doctors advise, if you get blood pressure, sugar or other diseases, doctors first advice will be that stop eating meat or non-vegetarian food, go to vegetarian, go vegan, etc. So God's advice has to be strictly followed. God says in Yajurveda, your intestine should not become a graveyard. And Nayak uses another point, this teeth, this canine sharp teeth is given for eating flesh. This canine is not a canine similar to that of a dog or a cat or a lion or a tiger or a wolf. In fact, there is a Atharva Veda mantra in which there is a prayer which we are telling to Almighty God, let my teeth do not become a teeth of a wolf, thereby I am consuming flesh. So God also says that one who consumes flesh, he will be strictly punished by me. And God gives stringent punishment for the people who are consuming other flesh, killing some animal and eating it. By God, I mean the God who creates this universe, who sustains this universe, who will destroy this universe and again creates this universe. This is the quality of Almighty God, and not the God which is mentioned in those religious textbooks, be it Islam, be it Christianity, be it the self-made Hinduism, the Neo-Hinduism, the God mentioned in Puranas. So those are not gods, those are self-made imaginary gods. The Almighty God who creates the universe clearly gives the knowledge in Vedas only, and he clearly says you cannot eat non-vegetarian food. And egg is also non-vegetarian. Consuming egg also is prohibited in Vedas, because egg has got a lot of harmful bacteria in it, and these harmful bacteria can cause serious diseases in the intestines of the human being. And the egg itself is used for those birds and animals to extend their generations. We don't have any rights on those eggs, and egg comes out of the excretion channel of those animals, and it is dirty thing to consume egg. And one more last point I would like to tell you is, if you eat non-vegetarian food, the amount of protein it contains, the protein structure is not similar to the structure of protein which is available in vegetarian diet. So that means the body needs more energy to digest those food, and it will create laziness in us. A person who is lazy can never do Almighty God's worship. Of course, the first point is ahimsa, and the second point is, when you get laziness, you will have more sensuousness inside you, and you will get more krodh, anger inside you. These are the side effects of eating non-vegetarian food. Today the world, 80% of world is probably eating non-vegetarian food, but I have made another video, Einstein pain waves, that is in Tamil language I made, but in English I will tell you shortly. There is a research paper done by 3 people, and in that 3 people, one of a gentleman is also a Islamic religion. These 3 people have made a paper and clearly proved that by cutting animals, the pain waves generated out of those animals is called as Einstein pain waves, and they are indirectly and directly related to the cause of earthquakes. That means if you kill an animal and there is mass killing happenings across, this creates earthquakes and natural calamities in the earth, and that is what we are seeing today. So we have to understand the quality, nature and the advice of Almighty God, and we have to walk the path of Almighty God, which is only the Vedas. And Vedas are fully logical, and we should not get into the trap of this illogical and foolish explanation by Zakir Naik. People in fact are clapping. People are seeing this explanation as, wow, what an explanation to eat non-vegetarian food. It's not a what an explanation, it's a bullish explanation. We have to understand the Almighty God's knowledge. Of course, this knowledge is not mine. Whatever I have learned from my Acharya, I am trying to explain to you. This is not my knowledge at all. My Acharya has taken this knowledge from his tapasya from the Vedas, and then he is giving to the public. So I am just trying to tell you in English, that's it. I hope you would have liked this video. If you like this video, and if you really want to save this world from natural calamities, and if you really want to go towards a sustainable world, because cooking meat will consume lot of energy than cooking a vegetarian food. If you really want to promote vegetarianism, and if you want to promote the Vedic Dharma, I request you to subscribe my channel and forward this video to as many people as possible. And I have proved in my previous videos that Zakir Naik is a liar, and he misinterprets Vedas wrongly. He does not know any ABCD of Vedas. He does not have any knowledge of Sanskrit, and I have proved in 2 of my videos, and many Islamic brothers are angry with me, and they don't have any arguments against my translation, which is the translation I have learned from my Acharya. So this itself proves that Zakir Naik is trying to misinterpret, because the reason that many of us do not know Vedas. I request each and every one you to revert back to Vedas. Vedas are very, very simple to understand if you get the right Acharya, the Acharya who has attained Almighty God and Samadhi. I will meet you soon in another video. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.